All right, man. We back. What's up? We got some gamers in the chat. What's up, y'all? What up? Let's see. Eli said, can you play Michael Myers? What you mean, man? Like the theme song or something? Isaac said, can you play Zombies theme song for Call of Duty? Okay, that's what y'all into, huh? Y'all want like some dark theme music? I got y'all. Okay. Well, let's reset this. Do it the proper way. We're gonna come right back in a second, all right? With some new music. Well, not new music, probably new to you. Some of y'all ain't even been here before. So let's let it rip, man. Let it rip. We're gonna let it rip. I like to show us off, man. I love how this thing turns on. Isn't that tight? I'm gonna just roll up. I love that. What's up, Organis? How about Walking Dead? Y'all got some zombie thing going on tonight, man. What's going on? Y'all been playing a lot of Call of Duty, Days Gone, Resident Evil, stuff like that. See, look, I'm a gamer too. If you all check out my channel, you know what I mean? I'm just not just a music producer, you know what I mean? I'll be getting down with the games. Let's see, y'all want to hear something like that, huh? I wouldn't call this like a zombie theme song, but it might be a little close to you. You'll see, though. You'll see. Let's play a little bit of this one right quick. Heck yeah, Isaac said. Hey, listen, y'all, double tap the screen for me. All right, like the video, sub to the channel. Hit that button right there if you see it, all right? Hit that button if you see it, man. If you see that subscribe button, that means you're supposed to hit it. You ain't supposed to sit there and look at it, man. Hit that button, all right? Isaac said, yeah, new season out. Okay, new Master Call of Duty, lots of games on. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I haven't played Call of Duty in a while, but I remember back in the day, man. Playing the zombie maps and all that. That was fun. See, I like more of, and they don't really have this too much anymore, but like, was it Red Dead Redemption? You know, the zombie horde mode for Undead Nightmare? If y'all never played that, man, you missed out. Missed out on something pretty tight, you know? But let's see. You ready to get the show started? I'm gonna go back to the other song I was working on after this, all right? I'll let y'all kind of preview this a little bit, all right? Y'all ready, man? Let's go. Okay, they need a remake. What they really need to do, Rockstar needs a remake Bully, you know, from PS2. I would love to see that. Like the video, y'all, come on. Midnight Club, yep. What's up, Galactic Retrograde? Old Kanye. I don't know about Kanye. You know what I'm saying? But me and him are Gemini, you know what I'm saying? We're both Gemini, so that's what's up. All right, come on. What up, Vaughn Sancho? Dr. Dre, huh? I like that. I like that. Hey, y'all like the video, man? Like the video. Sub to the channel. Y'all know what's up. Oh yeah, one. Well, I don't know about that one. You can have fun with that though. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you drink a lot of water. You know what I mean? Just get that food with it too. But we don't endorse that over here, alright? So you do that in your own time. Shit. All right, man, there we go, that one. There we go, there we go, there we go. Not too bad, man, not too bad. Juan says it goes hard. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Damn right. Damn right, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit of a piano tune. Something like a piano tune I was working on. I haven't really done much with this song, though. It's like a super basic ass tune right here. Little basic tune, all right? Let y'all check it out. Hey, appreciate that, Juan. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. This one's gonna be more kind of like a jazzy type beat, you know what I mean, when I get done with it. Just the foundation, you know what I mean? Most of my music I make from scratch, so I just play the notes in myself, you know what I mean? All right, cool. Now get to see a little bit of that. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna play something we made. This was today, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we made this earlier tonight. Y'all want to see something I made yesterday and something I made tonight? Like hours and hours ago. Like probably like, 6 hours ago, something like that. Which one y'all want to hear? I see y'all in the chat, man, sitting way in the back, not typing nothing. Shit, that's all right with me. Just all you gotta do is like the video, all right? Donations are greatly appreciated to the channel, but not required. I always let y'all know that. You know what I mean? Y'all can hit the Cash App if you want to. Donate to the channel for the free show we give y'all. But other than that, it is a free show. Just the only payment, per se, is liking the video, subscribing to the channel, all right? That's all y'all gotta do. And that's free to do, too. You know what I'm saying? So it's free all around, really, if you think about it. It's free, baby. It's free. It's free. All right, you know what? Load this up. Actually, hold on. I'll play like a little tiny bit of this. Just a little bit, man. A little bit. I appreciate the hearts. I see y'all. Appreciate the hearts. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. All right, we gotta let it load up. Gotta let it load on up. We still got, what's his name over here? Galactic. What's his name? Galactic Retrograde? Something like that. I like that name, man. That's a tight name. All right, cool. Let's see how this goes, man. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yep. And see, I make so much music, man. Some of the songs I forget what's tied to the name, you know? Because majority of the songs that we made live, you guys get to name them. You know, we've had many viewers name these songs on this NPC. You never know, you might get lucky. It might be you. Might be one of y'all. cool. What y'all think of that? Was that alright? Was y'all digging that? Was y'all digging that track? Some of y'all just sitting way in the back, man. Sitting way in the back of the damn chat, not typing nothing. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? I'll just assume that y'all silence means that you enjoyed what you heard. Okay. But listen, I'm open to critiques, criticisms, whatever y'all got to say, man. Especially if we got some music makers in the chat, got some people that produce music and all that. I'll play a little bit of this before we get back to what we was doing originally. Okay. So here we go. Y'all ready, man? Y'all ready? What's up, Elias? Appreciate that nice sub, man. back. We gonna switch it back. I ain't thinking airlines. You say you old? You ain't old, man. You just got a lot of experience. You know what I mean? Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the sub, bro. You have a good night, man. I'll see you next time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, man. If y'all liking the show, man, like the video for me. All right. Very simple, easy thing to do. And speaking of which, we're gonna pause for the cause. All right. Let's get the likes up right quick, and we're gonna go back to what we was doing. Okay. So let's get the likes up, y'all. We're gonna hold the show up just for a minute. Let's get the likes up. Come on. Yo, what's up, Google man? Welcome back, man. Google man 2.0 in the house. What's up? He said, no, there's no way you're still playing sick beats. No, we left and came back. You know what I'm saying? We hopped on the game for a little bit, played some Assassin's Creed Shadows, just hanging out. I mean, now we back to the music thing, you know? Yeah, it's been a few hours. You know, you was here for the earlier part of the day, for the early stream, you know? Sorry you had to miss it, though, but definitely go back and check it out. You know what I mean? Actually, I just played the song that we was working on right before you left. Was playing that same exact song, man. So if you rewind like maybe 10 minutes, 5, 10 minutes, something like that, you know, within the same stream, you know what I mean? Yes, sir. All right, so we're just going to add a little bit of stuff to this song before we get about here and wrap it up. You know, when I get in this kind of mode with music, I could probably, play for hours, make music for hours, It's a really, really fun thing. You know, when the creative juices are flowing, man, you gotta capitalize. That's how I look at it. You know, not every day is gonna be like that though. Some days y'all might not see too many music shows, so don't expect to see it every single day. You know, lately we've been able to do that quite often, but things change, things come up, stuff happens. So, and nothing bad. Just some days I might not be feeling it. Some days I might not be as creative as other days. You know, that's how music is. That's how anything artistic is. If you think about it. Let's see. Google Man said, in the meantime, I slept and charged my phone. There you go. There you go. That's what's up, man. What's your phone percentage on now, though? Rise and grind, yes, sir. Good start to the day. You know what I mean? Okay, let's play. Actually, hold on. Speaking of which, well, let me see what time it is. 81%. That is a big improvement. Most definitely. Listen, look. I just realized what time it is. I got to run and go do something right quick, but I'll be back in about half an hour, okay? I almost got carried away and was just jamming out and not even paying attention to nothing. Listen, I'll be right back. Like I said, in about half an hour, all right? If y'all want to see what we was working on and, continue making a beat from scratch, that type of thing, then come on back, man. Come on back in about half an hour, okay? It's almost the next hour right now. It's 57, so 3 minutes till the next hour. So yeah, half an hour in, whatever time it may be for you, because it might be, 1 p.m. for you. It might be 1 a.m. for you. But in about half an hour, all right? Mark y'all clocks. I will be back, all right, chat? I'll see y'all here back in a little bit, all right? Other than that, and whether I see y'all later or not, I hope everybody has a great rest of their morning. I always say the outro, man, to let y'all know. Have a great rest of your morning, okay? Evening, right? Noon or night, whatever time it is, wherever y'all may be, man. Appreciate y'all once again. Until next time, y'all. Peace out.